Hello, welcome back, guys. It's Rosa Hart, and finally we get to do the last guy of the game, Rumpelstiltskin. Rumple. I suppose I can ask Rumple. Enough girls seem to like him, so he might have some sound advice. I find Rumple in between his orders and pulling him aside. He looks oddly refreshing. Ah, princess, you saved me. Saved you? From a Hern overlord of work. I'm pretty sure Rumple, less around here than me. At least I finished the work I am given, unlike Rumple who gets distracted by every single thing. Dear Rose, if you called me here, then you must want me to confess something to me. What? Perhaps you are confessing your undying love to me. I scolded at him across my arms. I came to ask you for advice, but perhaps I'll go to someone else. You came to ask advice. Rumple stares at me, clearly shocked. I guess it's because out of all the people I would ask, he probably sees the least likely. Then I will assist my sweet princess. What kind of advice are you looking for? Perhaps you're looking to learn how to make a man swoon, or how to stroke the entrance of hearts. I'm asking someone else, Rumpelstiltskin. Never mind. It's flirting, the only thing that comes to his mind. I came because I wanted you to teach me about goodness. But never mind. Goodness? Oh! But my sweetheart, all of the advice that I've just assessed would teach you just that. No, it wouldn't. Being romantic will not teach me how to be good. Rumple then placed his hand over his heart. But romance is good. Ouch. Don't you see the smile on the lovely faces when I speak with them? I cannot imagine why they smile like that. Rumple's personality is annoying. To be romanced, loved, that is end of goodness, showing someone affection and they will return it. I can only stare at Rumple, wondering why I kept decided to ask him. Or you could just be kind. Everyone's kind is their own way, princess. So what do you say? Perhaps you would like to practice on me. I'm sure your smile would brighten up my week. No, I'm certain of it. I have work. I quickly turn and leave before Rumple can continue. If I have to be romanced to earn a good deed, I'd rather be cursed like this forever. Oh. Well, how to change my mind. I'm going to break my curse, I guess. Yeah, we stare at the floor horror. We should ask Rumple again. I find Rumple taking a break at one of the tables. Surprisingly, he is by himself and not surrounded by usually blushing ladies. You're not surrounded by a flock of ladies. You must have done something to offend them. Rumple looked at me, then surprisingly steps on his face. Princess, you have came to break my broken heart. Excuse me? I was speaking with a lady here only hours ago when she told me that she has a beloved to someone else. That happened hours ago, and you're still sitting here? Rumple placed his chin on the palm of his hand and looking very tired. In moaning, the heart is a fragile thing, princess. Won't you help me heal my shattered heart? No. Rumple stares at me when I do not answer. Then would you commit a good count? That would count as a good deed, you know. Helping you would count as a good deed? Oh, you want to make me mad. Oh, okay. Doing things out of kindness of your heart is a good deed, princess. The kindness of my heart. Why would I want to help you when you've done nothing for me? Kindness isn't a thing that needs to necessarily be returned, princess. A single instant effect can make a heart lighter. Why does he always do things that troubles make his words sound so much flattering? I will not help you mend your broken heart because that would be an act of stupidity, not kindness. Oh, I'm bright. Robert's shoulders slip as he frowns. Ah, my heart now is even more fragile. You're suffering from a broken heart every day you are rejected. Of course, because I pour your heart out to someone only to be rejected is a cruel fate, princess. You're perhaps deserve rejection. What with the way you flirt with everyone? So no, I'm not going to help you deal with your own broken heart. I turn around and walk away. That act Rumple puts on is annoying. Why did I talk to him? Good question, me. I don't know. Because I'm weird. Rumpelstiltskin, here we come. In your lovely glasses. There we go. I do not know why the first person that jumped into my mind was Rumple. Just because he put a smile on ladies' faces with flirting does not mean he can help me do a good deed. And yet, here I am. I find Rumple on the break, surrounded by a few gorgeous ladies. His hands make drum sweep again, gently as he showers them with compliments. And you, my sweet, you are sunlight pecking through the clouds on a dark day. You're laying the ground with so much gold light and makes every flower reach out towards your warmth. On second thought, maybe I should reconsider. Princess! Rumple knows me, however, and immediately waves me over. I guess I walk towards him. I'm gonna hope that's right. He is going to insist I come back. If the only thing I learned about Rumple is that he's persistent. Why do you look so surprised? I assume you would walk away like you always do. But I can take a good sign, yes. You really did want to see me, princess. Their silent treatment only makes this all more mysterious, princess, and mysterious always exciting. Why is Rumple rambling on about? Rumple, why would you deal with someone like her? What? Rose is like a building flower, and I would do my best to help her blossom in whatever way I can. You came to ask for me advice, right? How did he know? The look on your face is adorable, and so adorable satisfied. It seems I hit the nail right on the head. Rumple, she's obviously too stubborn to admit she needs your help. These women are infuriating. Rumple leads in a little closer to me and suddenly he whispers in my ear. Let me tell you something, princess. Princess, make a person happy just to see them smile is definitely a good deed. Huh? Making someone feel important is never a direction. What do you think? I'm pretty knowledgeable, ain't I? All he's talking about is doing on people, flirting with them, and making them smile. Rumple continues talking. which is why I will make a sexual partner. I stepped back, and Rumple was now looking at me with a turned smile. How did you? I am very persuasive, princess. You overheard my conversation with Peripheral. She told me about it. Peripheral, how dare you? She did? Only briefly. So you're not persuasive at all. Ouch. Princess, you cannot see it, but I'm down on my own tears. He just assumed I was going to be his partner with him, which is very annoying. I do not even know why I was considering partying up with Rumple when he said it's the same thing over and over again. And I do not think I'd be around him every day in and out. Oh my, what do I spot here? Zora approached before us, a sly smile on her face. Slacking off, you two? I'm on break. The break ends about 5 minutes ago, Rumple, and Princess, I think there's a broom that needs attention. Fine. There's no use to complain. I would rather get away from Rumple. Rumple turns to his ladies and smiles. My lovely ladies, I will be back later. And I will promise that we will continue our conversation without any interruptions. Oh, and Princess, we'll continue our conversation later as well. I walk off before Rumple can try to shower more of his compliments onto me, making a person happy just to see them smile. Can a such thing be considered a good deed? The days at the tram go by quickly. Our next weeks. Princess. Princess? You've been staring off into space. I was just thinking. I just finished using Mr. Broom and now I'm helping Anne sort some of the shelves in the back. Rumple has taken up the servants for today. The women always enjoy him, but the men are always glaring at him. They are jealous of Rumple, I think. Who? The other men. Alice looks over at the men that glare at Rumple as he dusts between tables. I'm worried about Rumple too. What are you talking about? You were looking at Rumple with a funny expression on your face. No, I wasn't. My words are clapped and my voice is cold. Alice looks at me sadly, but I do not care. What I do is none of her business. I think the girls are jealous of you too. What? I glance around the tram and notice that there are a few girls glaring at me. I am not uncertain to these glares, since people have always looked at me this way. During the time I've left the palace, people give me the same look, but this feeling is different somehow. Why would they be jealous? Because you're Rumple's partner. I'm not his partner. You are not? He's been telling everyone that you are. I've never agreed to be his partner. I feel your long gaze upon my back, and I have arrived, my princess. Rumple's silent peers before the two of us, smiling brightly. I suddenly have the strength urge to slap him, smile right off his face. We are not partners. But princess, you asked for my advice, advice that I gave you, because I care. No one else cares as much as you. And so I pray us both to be partners. We are a perfect match in heaven. You are so overwhelmed with the grin that you are lost for words. If I could throw something at you, I would. A punch panic action with such strength as your love. I can only groan in response. Oh my. Peripheral, we missed you. Why did you have to die last time? We were so sad. Hello everyone it sounds like you're having fun. How is this fun? Rumple is never fun, and all he does is spout nonsense. Ouch. He doesn't mean any harm, Princess. He's just filled to the brim with so many compliments. He needs to get them off his chest. Well, he can go direction them at one of his many other admiring fans. Rumple, you'd make the best host club guy ever. I shift my gaze to Rumple and flutter my eyes at him. Or do you only drag them at me because you enjoy how much I ignore you? I only want to help, Princess. That's what partners do, right? But we are not partners. Just trying this partnership out, Princess. I promise it'd be worth your while. Nothing friend and nothing gained, Princess. You always could change partners. Lady Peripheral, you broke my heart. You are very good at healing your broken heart by now, Rumple. Yeah, Rumple. And go back to your other girl. Or should I say, guy. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I only need to speak with Anne to make sure she doesn't need any help with a particular list. A list? A list of herbs for me. For me. Anne has been nice enough to gather herbs for me. Lady Peripheral, is this about your body? Whack! You do that, ask them that. Whack! Alright. What's wrong with your body? Alright. Whack and whack. Good job. Luckily, you're probably thinking more innocently than he is. It's nothing to concern yourself with, Princess. My body is just a little frail because of the burn on it. That's right. Peripheral mentioned having to bear the crystal alone. A thought occurred to me. I look at her more closely. Wait, couldn't you use magic to heal yourself? Peripheral shakes her head and sighs. I do not have the ability to heal. None of us do, except for one particular witch who calls herself the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor? Is something wrong? Ruffle shakes his head and gives her a elusive smile. The name just sounds familiar. It's likely you've heard about her from somewhere else before. Humans do know of her scent, after all. A witch, not a fairy. Bless me. For some reason, I've thought fairies would be more likely to heal people, not witches. She's indeed a witch. This is what they say. Though I've never met her myself. She is the only one who can heal illness with magic. She does not live with other witches, though, and keeps her to herself. Nobody has known where to find her for a very long time. Something to say, we could never seek out her help from her, even if we wanted to. Peripheral shakes her head. No, unfortunately not. Rumple looks grim, but Peripheral quickly joined the groom session with a clap of her hands. If the DeLorean was, she would say, "Alright, story time is over." That was all very interesting, but it didn't really help anyone. Your body is the way that is because of the Great War, then. Like I've told you before, the Great War had made my body a lot weaker. There is something that cannot be healed, and I don't have a herb, so Perfume looked about ready to say something, but silence. She has a sad look on her face, and I do not understand why. And the man speaks up. I think it'll be okay, Lady Peripheral. I'm actually going to go on Air's run in a few minutes. Do you need any help? I would be more happy to escort a lovely lady like yourself around town. I pulls a list out of her bag, holding it. There are only a few items on the list as far as I can see. Don't worry about it, Rumple. It's not that much at all. Ron stares at the list. His expression suddenly moves into something more serious. May I have that? Ren hands him the list and slowly he takes a pen out of his pocket. I stare over him at the list questioning, and then scribbles something down at the bottom. Afterwards, he hands it over to Alice. I had something that might be helpful. The herbs on the list are for joint pains. You might want something a little more generous. How does he know all this? Everyone is staring at Rumple with wide eyes. Even Perfume looks impressed. You used herbs before, Rumple? Maybe, I don't remember. But for some reason, the names came to the top of my head as I looked at the list. Thank you. Thank you. It's always my pleasure to help you, a lovely lady. Now, Anne, please let me accompany you to town. I would love to help with whatever I can. More names might come to me. That sounds nice. Thank you, Rumple. Rumple turns to me, a merry smile on his face. Whatever he's looking at me like that, I know he's going to say something ridiculous. Princess Rose, you should accompany us for a sample. I do not need a sample. How are you going to show people with compliments if you know nothing about them? Being in the town will be a good example, good for you. Rumple has a point. The more experience your world, the more you're willing to learn about more people. I do not need to be a lecturer. Oh, Princess, it wasn't meant to be a lecture. I'm just letting you know that a sample is an experiment. Come on, Princess, let us escort lovely Anne around the town. What about your work? Rumple puts a finger to his lips and grins. No one seems to have the thought of that, so it might be our little secret. Oh no. He slapped his hand away, but he only grins at me joyfully. How did I get dragged into this? Princess! Please don't stay out long. We won't. I made my way into town with Rumple and Anne. The end of the conversation we had one-sided, with Rumple giving us both usual compliments. He never seems to get tired of it. Rumple helps Anne pick certain herbs and a few other medicines, and except all the conversations she gets with him with tender smiles. I know Anne knows about herbs because she helped me before, but how does Rumple know so much about them? This must be part of the past that he does not remember. Anne enters the store by herself at one point, leaving me alone with Rumple. I'm a mystery man, ain't I? I turned to look at him, noticed the ease smile adore on his face. A man with amnesia is full of secrets after all. I bet you're even more curious about me. Women always love mysterious men. Only in games, Rumple. In real life, I would not like a mysterious man. But the mysterious man in games seem to always get me. But, unfortunately for you, Rumple, so far I like Fag and Rod the best. And Walton was pretty good too. He'd be my second best. So, Rod and Fag are number one. they have to share number 1 space. Ace, Vag is my number 2 guy. Frisk is my number 3 guy. So Rumple, I guess you're in last place. Even though Vag and Frisk is the same person. First, I did not want that much, actually. I wanted Vag. And Vag was also very mysterious. More mysterious than you are, Rumple. Well, probably not as more mysterious, but I liked him more than you did. You. Yeah, that's everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. I do not particularly care. But Princess, if my curse is my amnesia, then you should care somehow. As partners, we're going to help each other out, right? I do not see how I can help you with your amnesia. Maybe the spell that is only broken by true love's kiss. Shall we see? Whack. No, get away from me. No. He leans towards me with a playful smile on his face. I am current to this behavior by now. This does not faze me. I emerge sigh at his nonsense. You already said yourself that you need to gather entries from some kind of journal. Princess, you're no fun. A little kiss wouldn't hurt anyone. Whack! I wouldn't die. I would die before I kiss you. Wow. Princess, that's a little bit extreme, isn't it? Princess, that is so sad. He says that, but he still smiles. Why is he unfazed by everything I say to him? You only ever have trouble suggesting it was a mistake to trust you. Might have good advice, but I have a great ideas. You haven't helped with my curse. You haven't helped with my curse at all. Well, this is the first day, Rose. Picky much? I haven't been trying, though. You haven't even told me how to get a good deed. Ouch. I told you before, Princess, compliments make a person happy, and making a person happy is a good deed. So flirting with women and using shallow compliments on them is a good deed. On the surface, the compliments may seem shallow, but if you're swimming a little deeper, compliment people could not be a good deed. But making them happy is. All you have to do is to listen to the people, sympathize with them, maybe get to know them. And you will make them happy by doing even small things for them. Women enjoy the compliments, Princess. Besides, how would I see such beauty and not compliment them? It would be disgusting. You give compliments to people you do not even care about. Princess. Her voice trails off as he stares past me. He smiles flash for a few moments and looks rumple in his features. I try to follow his gaze and see a small boy staring at us. He is shy, hiding behind someone of notebooks. There are furious again. It was same thing that happened when he added something to his list for perfume. Then suddenly the expression changed into Rumple, using bright smile. Hello there. Would you like to come and speak with us, young sir? You don't remember me, sir? Huh? Oh. Oh? Do I know you? I used to come by your clinic. You saved me before. The boy draws closer to us, still hiding shyly behind his notebook. I'm sorry, little boy. I'm afraid my memories are still a bit scrambled right now. I can't remember my own name. Really? Where is Anne? Why is she taking so long? The last thing I want to hear is conversation between Rumple and some child. He's going to shower this boy with compliments, too. It's a shame that I can't remember a boy as bright as you. And there it is. I'm not that bright, sir. You're not as bright as you, but I want to be. He holds up his notebook, which was a small name scribbled in the words, "My dreams," are written on the front of the cover with letters. What's this? I want to be just like you when I grow up. So I started a book of dreams, just like Mom told me to. She said I could become a doctor too, so long as I try my best. A doctor? Oh, hi. You forgot you were a doctor, sir? Rumple's a doctor? The boy continues holding out the notebook, and finally Rumple takes it and flips over the front page. Rumple is holding the book close to his face. I cannot see it. I raise the tip of toes and attempt to look over his shoulder. At first, Rumple does not notice me as he stares at the pages. Then he realizes I am there and lowers the book so that I can read it too. I lean so closely to him, over his shoulder, blushing. He eye scans over the pages quickly. The handwriting is curvy, barely readable actually, but I can still make out the gist of it. Rumple slowly reads the words out loud. When I am older, I want to be exactly like the kind of doctor that saved me when I was no one else could go to. One face flushed as Rumple reads out his words out loud before Karen lands on me. I don't remember you. The boy looked and frowned. Are you the doctor's wife? Rumple suddenly looks up, eyes wide. He looks at the boy, then looks at me, his face slowly strong. I'm surprised by the words. The leaves his mouth next. Yes, she is. He takes my hand in his and looks down at me, almost sad looking on his face. What's wrong with him? Ah! Well, I got the first thing wrong anyway. My hand away. He has such a strange look on his face. Slowly, I try to pull my hand away, but Rumple holds tightly onto it. The sadness inside becomes increased anger. I could see something like fear dancing in his eyes. You really think it was my fault? What? Sir? Rumple squeezed my hand a little tighter. He looked at me desperately. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let go of me. I thought I imagined praying my hand for my hand. Rumple looked at me a few moments, almost waiting, and then his eyes slightly widened. He looked back at the journal and then at me. Oh, I think I blacked out. I'm sorry, Princess. All at once, the shape smile breaks into something cheerful again. He is smiling at me, even though I was so concerned with him. Oh, it was so confusing. The boy looked blind. Don't worry about it, little sir. This one here is a feisty thing. I did whatever she just did. So she's not your wife, sir? Rumple looked surprised, and then he laughed. Unfortunately, though, the beautiful lady here is not my wife. Rumple then rubs at the back of his neck as he looked up at the sky. I am turning sure of what just happened, but seems like I react to something very important today, or the beginning of something important. Something important? Is he talking about an memory? He hands the book back to the boy and then leans down and sets hands on the boy's head. A bell chimes between us as Anne comes out of the store, carrying a bag filled with what I assume the herbs and medicine. The boy once again cowers behind his book. Oh, who's this? The wonderful little sir that helps me record a very important memory. Important memory? Rumple stands and looks at him. I am a good lady, am a doctor. Oh, really? Truly. Turns back to the boy who he asked a few more questions. He even asked the boy's name, but not much is right. The boy shakes his head. I'm sure I told you my name already, but I don't remember it. Is it like my curse? Is it like my curse? No one remembers me being a princess, and no one remembers Rumple's true name? Rumple thanks the boy again, many times over, even buys him a few pieces of candy. The boy's eyes are glowing with excitement as he does not stop smiling. After seeing him off and start to head to travel, I begin to complain. I'm curious about something. Oh? You said you need to find your journal with memories in order to get them back, but the journal you just read wasn't yours. Apparently not. It seems that the 3 entries that trigger my memory just need to be written by a person I know. Reading them triggers a memory, and they full entry possible attempts in my journal. I'll check it when I get back. I see. But even without looking into and it never came to your mind? Rumple gave a shocked nod. It's not complete, so I hope that something really has it in my journal. I feel like it must. I remember something important. Do you remember anything else at all? The young man that we just met, I believe he used to come watch me work before. I knew him. He used to look up at me. He was a sweet child. The memory is foggy, but yes, I believe something did happen to him. He became ill. The end of how I saved him must have been in the journal. Even though this does not end my curse, I am curious what his journal might say. I cannot remember fully, but my memory feels sad somehow. He turns to me, eyes knot together. It's strange to see him with such serious expression on his face. I'm really sorry about earlier, Princess. I think I was on the verge of memory, but then I got tangled up in my head. I'm surprised by the suddenly changed the topic. I shake my head slowly. He's quiet for a few moments before suddenly his smile comes back, and he laughs joyfully, telling us that there's no problem in worrying. At the town turn, I feel eyes on my back, but no one was there. We give Peripheral the medicine we push in the town. As soon as we arrive back in the Martian, then Rumple apparently announced that he is a doctor to anyone that will listen to him. Everyone seems happy for him. Same for the Martian partners that find Rumple annoying, who are mostly men. Afterwards, Rumple asks Anne if he might be able to take over the medicine for Peripheral. It's only because Anne is worse than him. Rumple hasn't been at the Martian long, and yet he's already found something to help break his curse. And then there's me. I did not think anyone will help me. I will be able to help me. At the end of the night, when I find time to find myself to return to my room to rest. The next day, I'm sent back to my chores. Rumple is nowhere to be seen in the morning, and Anne said it's because he is tending to Peripheral. He appeared later in the afternoon, still full of smiles, and still flower says he goes back to service. How does he have so much energy? At the end of the day, I plop down at the center of my rest. My legs are weak from all the walking I've been done today, and I can feel the tension in my arms. All the sweeping with Mr. Broom. Princess! I noticed I was standing, breathing the door, smiling at me. Thank you for working today. Why is she thanking me for working? I obviously did not want what to do. It's not as I asked to do any of this. But you still helped. And nerve slips on her feet. So, I wanted to thank you. When I do not make any effort to continue speaking with her, Anne gets a nervous little nod before heading out towards her room. Not long after her depart, I hear an unfamiliar voice. I should count my lucky stars, for they have given me a rare opportunity to meet with my lovely princess this late at the night. I should have gone to my room. Rumple stops before me, weeping. The moonlight on your face makes your beautiful eyes sparkle like the most precious gold, princess. I'm not the mood for your flattery. But, princess, flattery is just a compliment of compliments. Everyone loves compliments. Apparently I don't. I do not care for your compliments. Wow, ouch me. Or Lady Alice, thanks either. He heard that. You should learn to let people spoil you. I stare at him. This is the last thing I've ever expected anyone to say. My whole life I have been called spoiled and rotten, the Ice Princess. Even Delore and Perfy want me to do these good deeds because they think I'm incapable of goodness. I clench my fists and continue to stare at him, not understanding the swelling of my emotions inside of me. Why is he being so nice to me? Your first lesson is learning how to let people spoil you. He draws back his hands, reaches into a pocket and puts with me a small bag. What's this? For you, my sweet princess. Well, I guess I'll take it. I'm not used to receiving gifts out of the blue. What a shame. I would give you so many gifts if I could, princess. Why? Because people are moved by gifts when they come from the heart. I take the small bag from Rumple's hand and look at it for a few moments. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. Thank you for accepting me as your prosecutor. An apology for behavior yesterday. I do not remember what I did, but both you and the boy seem frightened. I looked down at the little bag and opened it. Inside, little white chocolate piece in the shape of a flower. A lily. I'm not much but your friend, but except a princess. Otherwise, my guilt would drown me in darkness of sorrow for the rest of my times. Lilies are my favorite flower. Ah, that explains all the lilies that were in the towns. I was wondering why he picked lilies of all things. They say you give a white lily to someone you enjoy spending time with. Oh, and his language friend that also says, "Purr and Miss Cheer." He winks at me. Perfect for you, princess. Why? Why what? Why would you give this to me? No matter what you say... No matter what you say about doing nice things, people for people, I don't see how that applies to me. And why would you thank me for being your partner? I don't even want to be your partner at the first place. But you do now. I am uncertain with my surprise. Rumple raised an eyebrow and then sighs. Princess, you don't trust my compliments, do you? Mother always told me that people were two-sided, that they say anything to make you believe they were your friend. No. Never fear, my sweet princess. I'll make sure I'll compliment you until you accept them. Dumpa. But, no buts. I have served my happiness for making ladies like yourself happy. The compliments may seem strange to you, but don't worry. You'll see in time. See what? The compliments between people you assume is just flirting, but I get to know an awful lot of people, and the reason I guess so much about you. What could Rumple possibly know about me? So what do you think? Are you more attracted to me now because of my mysterious aura, or my daughter, Erling Cinderella? Whatever that word is. That's a long word. He leans closer to me and his eyes sparkle. I could be your own personal doctor. I don't think I want this anymore. I will slap you if you even touch me again. Good idea. Good, Rumple. Good, Rumple. Rumple pulls back and raises both of his hands in surrender, but smile does not leave his face. You really are hopeless, aren't you? Do you think so? I thought that even for today, that maybe have prove otherwise. Oh, speaking of which, I've read over my journal earlier. His expression becomes oddly similar. Shall I enlighten you? Why would you tell me all this? Oh, you're not interested. I thought you might be, since I was your partner. If I don't listen to you, you still tell me regardless, so I feel free to share. Rumble sighs and flips his journal open. Flurry, it was nothing much. My memory became coming together again as I read it, but a lot of it still doesn't make sense. I glanced down at Enter as he stops at it. Look at the bottom page, Princess. I followed the gaze of the bottom page and paused, noticing the current gaps. There's no signature. I've always signed the end of every entry I wrote. I wonder if that might be a final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of your curse. If my name refers to show up in the book, it very well might be the final memory I need to gain. You believe that the signature will be giving you your true name, then? I have a feeling that might be the case. It was the first thing I noticed when the entry appeared that would explain why the boy in town didn't know my name earlier. And there's something else. Something else is missing. My journal is a current at best, foul, almost all a incorrect puzzle piece. I stare at him, not understanding. Slowly, Rumple begins displaying. It says there that the boy's family rushed him to my clinic. He had a terrible illness that I could not cure. He was at the death's door, and I could not save him. But he's still alive, isn't he? He said you saved him. Yes, there is a writing in my journal, but it's not very helpful. I glance down the journal as Rumble speaks. I refused to give up. I knew that there had to be a way to save the boy. I never give up on my patients. In my journal, I scribed somehow coming to help me save the boy. He lifted up the book, pointed at the words, reading them aloud. I met her for the first time tonight. She told me that she had some way to help the boy, so we struck a deal. I hope I do not come to regret this. Slapped the journal shut, staring at me. He sighs as he ran a hand through his hair. Oh. I have an idea. This kid might be the last patient he saved. This deal could have been she knew how to save the boy, but since couldn't do it without making a deal. Maybe it was the witch that they mentioned, the healing witch. Maybe he made a deal with her and met her, and she made a deal with him. But the deal was to take away his memories to help after helping this boy. That could be it. And it's the only thing I can think of right now. That's it. Someone helped me somehow. And I made a deal. I'm assuming it is related to my curse, but I can't say how. I'm 100% sure it's related to your curse. Why did you write so flaggery? I wish I could ask my past self the same question. So in the end, you still not sure when you were cursed? Rumble pauses and shakes his head. I believe it starts here. Not the curse, but the event that led to it. There's a reason this is the first memory to be tagged in importance. For a few moments, the two of us used quietly. Rumple's curse is a mystery. Not because he is hiding it like Karma is, but because he does not understand it himself. After a few moments, Rumple begins to laugh, breaking the silence. I look at him. What's so funny? Oh, it's nothing funny. This is all very mysterious, is it not? And my mysterious past makes me more alert, doesn't it? And Rumple could take such a serious moment, a chance into this. Well, what do you think, Princess? Are you drawn into my mysterious of it? No, I have no choice. You tell me even if I didn't want to know. Oh, but you do. I can see the current in your lovely golden eyes, and I could see it earlier today too. Thank you for comforting me into town. I believe that I only met the boy because you were there to guide my way. Sweetheart, you would have met the boy anyway. I promise you that. We've seen it so many times. Well, we didn't see the boy who told you. We just knew someone told you, and you had to meet people to find out your own journals. But we found out almost every time. The only time we did not learn about it was when we were with Rod. No, we learned it with Rod too. Huh? We did learn it every time that you were a doctor. Huh? We were looking for your medicine supply. The boy appearing through me, mere coincidence. No, it was more coincidence. It was destiny. Fine, whatever you say. Listen to his excitement. It made me realize how tired I am. All of this are making my head spin. I'm going to bed now. I'm too tired for this. It has indeed been a busy day. We will continue this discussion some other time. Perhaps. I turn and walk away with a little chocolate in my hand. As I walk back towards the darkness of the hallways, Rumple's soft voice echoed behind me. Sweet dreams, Princess! Sweet dreams, Rumple. Oh, wait. Chapter 4? Right. You want it? You wait, but the children did not come, did they? They promised they'd be back today. They probably got scared off by you. We even crossed pinkies. Promise our friendship, dear Print Heart. But I told you before. I told you again. People are selfish creatures. They will always put themselves around before others. No one does anything selflessly. To put your trust in someone is weak, Rose. Not those that make promises will only keep them if it benefits them. And you, my sweet, were obviously not benefit to those children. So they didn't like playing with me? No, they did not. Come on, dear. You do not need those other children. The two of us can play together, as we always do. I can always trust you, Mother. Of course, my love. Another dream. My head is fogged. Maybe it was because it took me forever to fall asleep yesterday. And we finished chapter 3. Ooh, continue chapter 4 next time in Cinderella. Peace, guys.